Hello, this is Johan Conradi from Twin Flame Mission South Africa. Welcome to the website. I'm a Twin Flame coach and mentor. I specialize in South African twins. Um, this information is not readily available to South Africans, and I set up this mission as a lighthouse, especially for you guys. A little bit about my own story. Well, let's start off by explaining what twin flames are. So, a twin flame refers to a very special type of incarnation where one soul, a singular soul, is incarnated into two bodies onto the earth realm. A singular or monadic construct, such as the soul, that then becomes a dualistic construct with a positive and a negative polarity. The positive or divine feminine twin, and then the divine masculine or negative polarity of the relationship. This has nothing to do with gender. I'm a divine feminine twin. My twin is a divine masculine twin. So I am the positive polarity in the relationship. She is the negative polarity in the relationship. And if you're watching this video, you are most probably the divine feminine. So that is quite key. It's usually the positive polarity that ends up here. I believe it's divinely orchestrated and part of the twin flame blueprint to ascension. So why does all this matter? Well, when your soul is close to ascension, you and your twin meet. You might go through many lifetimes where you're not even on the planet at the same time. You may be on the planet where you don't meet up. You might be within each other's sphere of existence, but you never really meet. But when your soul is very close to ascension, you do meet. And the reason for that meetup is especially to trigger the journey of ascension, which is a solitary, singular, humble journey to ascension of the soul back into the divine. So I'll explain all of this later in other videos. But for now, in my case, I had a near-death experience when I was 7 years old. I actually died for a couple of seconds, and when I was revived, I became very spiritual. I started feeling my twin flame with me since the age of 8. During moments of extreme abuse, twin flames are very often subject to very harsh conditions on earth. Sexual, emotional, physical abuse is common amongst twin flames, both in the divine feminine and masculine incarnation. Twins often have very much the same experiences of abuse when they meet and figure it out. So I met my twin when I was 49 years old. She literally showed up at my gate. She walked through my door. I didn't have to do anything special to find her. I was in a 25-year marriage then. I had grown-up children. I wasn't looking to end that marriage or to get out of it. When this happened, things just happened very quickly from there. I felt a special connection to my twin. I didn't know what to think of it. I was a martial arts teacher, and I couldn't stop thinking of it. It was amazing, this person was just home to me. I'd never in my life felt the same. I've never really felt fulfilled in any of my relationships, including my marriage. I was always, I had this feeling of feeling my twin that I had since 8 years old. And, when she eventually showed up at my door, I knew almost instantly that this person was my home. And a month later, after falling deeply in love with her, I'd left the marriage. We moved in together. We had the love bubble stage of the relationship, as I like to call it, which lasts about 4 to 8 weeks. In that stage, we both lived from our souls. The ego was set aside. Time literally did not exist for us. We could spend hours and hours together at coffee shops, just talking, exploring, just being in each other's presence. Time literally did not exist for us. We fell very deeply in love, and it was just amazing. After that, we stayed together for 9 months, which is actually quite unusual. Very soon after the 4 to 8 week period, we disconnected. We actually separated while still living under the same roof. We lived in 2 different rooms. We lived separately. Of course, the reason for that was that the mirroring started. So mirroring can be explained where you basically have a fishing rod, you cast that into your twin, and you hook up the worst, most possible pain and trauma that they've experienced in their life, and you trigger their pain body, and you shine the brightest of spotlights onto that pain, and you do that on a daily basis. The purpose of this is actually to trigger healing within each other, but if the twins aren't equipped to deal with it, the superpower becomes absolutely a nightmare, and you become totally disillusioned. You fall apart very quickly, and then one of the twins usually run away. In my case, my twin flame ran for the hills, and we were separated. That triggered the dark night of the soul for me. I was obsessing like crazy, sending texts. I was blasting her. I was angry. I felt she destroyed my life. I gave up everything for her, and now she ran away. This happened after a brief period where we actually connected again, and I just couldn't understand why she ran away. I mean, at that stage, I just didn't know. We exclaimed our deep and infinite love for one another the previous evening. The next morning, she went out to buy coffee, and she never came back. That's exactly how it happened. So I couldn't understand it. I was devastated. I was destroyed. I lost about 25 kilograms. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I couldn't work. I was just on the edge of death the whole time. I just kept on crying. I was obsessing, sending her messages. I jumped into another relationship to try and, just get away from the pain and escape it. It was like the worst thing I could have done. I was just totally lost. So if you're there right now, understand your pain, sign up for my self-study course, sign up for some mentoring and coaching. It's not expensive at all. I'm here to help you. I'd like to hear from you, and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.